So the Ancient Gods Part 2 teaser trailer has been released online. It was leaked beforehand, but I wanted to wait till the official release, and here we are. So let's analyze this teaser trailer. It's only like 25 seconds, so there's really not much to it, and a lot of it is just, fading in and out of very tiny clips. So let's just analyze that anyway. A very quick video on the teaser trailer. Let's go. So the first shot is of Doom Guy at Emora, and look at the fire on the castle there, man. Like, the fire cracks. It looks great. I love this sort of battleground. There's skeletons and sort of rocks and debris in the background. Where the Doom Marine is standing, where the Doom Slayer is standing, I should say, there's all this debris and trees and rocks and everything. It looks great. And then there's the red, huge castle with, fire cracks above, and it looks amazing. Great opening shots. So then we have the Dark Lord coming out of his sort of castle at Emora with two of his guards. I hope that there's a phase of the final boss fight that's just the Dark Lord without any of his mech armor, but that remains to be seen if that's going to be the case. I just want the final boss to have sort of the mech stage and then the sort of mono-y-mono sort of stage where he's completely, removed from his mech suit and we just have that battle with him. But anyway, he looks badass with his guards, with his mech suit on top of his giant Emora Hell Fortress. I love it. I love the imagery on display. Then we have another shot of the Doomslayer looking rather small compared to the castle, and this just shows you the giant scale of everything. And it's kind of crazy how in the 90s we had this, one game called Doom, and then we had the follow-up with Doom 2, and even though those were sort of big scale stories, with it involving consequences for the Earth, Doom Eternal's story has now consequences for the entire universe. The entire multiverse is at stake now. So it's just interesting how far we've come. But anyway, regarding this shot, it just looks cool, and it really shows, again, the scale of the Doom Slayer compared to this level, Emora. Here we see the Dark Lord in his mech suit, and the mech has a scratch on it, so I wonder if that's going to be explained in the actual DLC. I doubt it. I think it's just an aesthetic thing, but still, his mech suit looks badass, and I love his glowing red eyes. It's campy, and it's a little, corny, but in the best way possible. It's like Iron Maiden, sort of Number of the Beast. It's a little ridiculous, but it's badass at the same time. I love his glowing red eyes. It's just so fucking evil. It's just blatantly evil, and it's awesome, albeit a little ridiculous. So this is the shot that everyone is talking about, this endgame style shots of the Sentinel sort of battleships and mechs and all of that. The Sentinel army going through the portals to arrive at Emora, the final battlefield, and with the Doomslayer standing there. So this is going to be an all-out war with the Sentinel army versus the Dark Lord's Hellspawn and his Hell armies. And as you can see, there's dragons. There's fucking dragons coming out of the portal, which is awesome, as well as the standard battleships and mechs and all of that. And now the Doomslayer, he just looks like Captain America at this point. This is just ripped straight from Endgame. They're not pretending to be wholly original, and they're just trying to make people happy, and this is blatant fan service. This is clearly trying to be an Endgame Avengers sort of homage, and it works for me. That's what I think Doom does so well. Even going back to the 1993 original Doom, all of id Software just took pieces of what they liked and what sort of inspired them and put it into Doom. There's plenty of Pantera and Iron Maiden influence on Doom and Black Sabbath and all of that. and they were inspired by D&D. They were inspired by all sorts of things in the 90s, and that led to the creation of Doom, and the same thing goes with Doom Eternal with the Ancient Gods Part 2. They're clearly inspired by sort of high fantasy, these larger-than-life high fantasy set pieces. Here we get to see some of the actual gameplay. Now, I think those red wires are going to be environmental hazards. I don't think they're going to be like arena blockers. I don't think it's blocking the arena. I think it's just going to be like an environmental hazard, and I think it'll like go on and off. That's my prediction anyway. There is the Armored Baron, and it seems like he is going to have a timed opening similar to the Marauder, where you can actually hit the Armored Baron by the glowing green sort of ball that he has. And obviously then you can see the Chaingunners with the yellow shields. It's so good to see the Chaingunners again. They seem like a pain in the arse, and that's good. The Chaingunner is supposed to be a pain in the arse. And the huge battle that's going on in the background, that's just going to be the skybox, I'd imagine. I don't think we're going to have any direct contact with that battle going on. And yeah, it's just a skybox, but still, it's just a fucking awesome, badass skybox. And I'm really looking forward to this Amora stage, possibly even more now than Reclaimed Earth. And beforehand, I was really excited for Reclaimed Earth the most, but I think I'm edging it towards Amora now. This final battle sort of setting, I love it. I think it looks fantastic. So the final sort of few frames of this trailer before we cut to the poster and then logo has the Sentinel Hammer, the new weapon that has been teased and talked about over and over. It's finally here in action, and it seems like he's sort of, you know, jumping up and then smashing the Armored Baron, and I'm looking forward to seeing it in action, the Sentinel Hammer that is in-game. Then it cuts to the title, not much to say there, and then it says that the full trailer is going to come out on the 17th, the same day as Hugo's live stream. And that's it. Those are my quick thoughts regarding the trailer. I'm very excited. I'm interested to see how they pull off the end of the Doomslayer arc, not the Doom franchise, but the arc of the Doomslayer with Samuel Hayden and all of that. And I wonder how in the next Doom game, Hell will come back. I'm interested to see that. But that's going to do it for me. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.